most people think of astrology, they think of the signs and the planets. The houses often take a back seat in natal astrology. As an afterthought, you might consider what it means for a planet to occupy a house in the natal chart, but if a house is empty, it's usually overlooked. And that's a big mistake. The houses are the most practical and some of the most important parts of the natal chart. They represent your day-to-day life, and when you learn to work with the houses, you can improve your life and experience happiness. It's time to meet the real houses of astrology. Welcome to the Real Houses of Astrology. I'm Kevin B. Burke, the headmaster of the Real Astrology Academy. In this episode, I'm going to introduce you to the real houses of astrology. Every astrology chart is divided into 12 houses. The houses are based on the time and location of the chart. If you're looking at a natal chart, that's the time and location of birth. Now, there are dozens of different house systems to choose from, and each one divides the chart in different ways. When you're learning astrology, it's best to choose one house system and just stick with it. For the record, I use the Koch house system when I work with natal charts. That's the system I use in my classes, and that's the system I use when I work with clients. I found that for me, the Koch house system is the most accurate for natal chart interpretation. I much prefer it over the Placidus system, which is the most popular house system for natal charts. But that's my experience, and your mileage may vary. Astrology is used to answer questions, and the houses in the chart symbolize the people, places, things, ideas, and areas of life that are the subjects of those questions. There are a number of different branches of astrology, and each branch answers a different type of question. Mundane astrology answers questions about world events. Medical astrology answers questions about health. Horary astrology answers general questions like, will I get the job or should I buy this house? And natal astrology answers questions about your life, your personality, and your happiness. The symbols in the chart have different meanings depending on the type of astrology and the question being asked. One thing to remember about the houses in the natal chart is that everything in the natal chart lives inside you. Most of the ideas associated with the houses don't apply to the houses in the natal chart. For example, if you look at the meaning of the 12th house, you'll see the 12th house signifies large animals. But this will never be the meaning of the 12th house in natal astrology. If you own a horse and your horse goes missing, you might wonder, what the hell happened to my horse? Well, that's an example of a horary question. The planet that rules the 12th house of the horary chart for the moment you ask that question represents your horse, and then you can use the chart to find your horse. But wherever your horse is, it's not inside you. So the 12th house in your natal chart will never represent your horse. Most natal astrology focuses on a house a planet occupies, but that's the least important expression of the houses. You experience the power of the real houses of astrology when you focus on the connection between a planet and the houses it rules. When a planet rules a house in your chart, the planet is that house. The universal puzzle pieces of the planet combine with the personal puzzle pieces of the house. This is incredibly practical because all you need to do to improve the parts of your life represented by the house is to meet the needs of the planet that rules the house. By the way, this is an example of the personal practical astrology approach to natal chart interpretation, and you'll find this exclusively at the Real Astrology Academy. You can experience this with your own chart through the Personal Practical Astrology program, or you can use it to interpret other people's charts with the Natal Interpretation Foundations class. You'll find all that and more at therealastrology.com. Each of the 7 inner planets represents 2 universal puzzle pieces. These are big, abstract concepts that are essential components of what make you human. The sun is your integrity and your authentic big-ass self. The moon is your subjective safety needs and your emotional guidance system. Mercury is your understanding and communication and your story. Venus is your validation needs and your core values. Mars is your anger and your ego. Jupiter is your growth and your faith. And Saturn is your responsibility and your authority. Each house in the natal chart represents 2 different personal puzzle pieces. These personal puzzle pieces are the most practical expressions of the houses in the natal chart. They're not the only possible expressions of the houses, but 95% of the time they're all you'll ever need. The first house is your happiness. The first house relates to the things that truly make you happy, and it shows how you connect to your inner happiness. On a personal level, it relates to your hobbies and interests. The first house is also your avatar. Your avatar is the image you project when you go out into the world. It's like your online dating profile. It's not the real you, but it's the first impression you give to other people. It relates to your physical appearance and also how other people experience your personality. The second house is your money. It contains your actual resources and property, and it also relates to your attitudes towards money and how you earn money. Ultimately, the second house relates to your prosperity. The second house is also your skills and talents, but the reason these skills and talents matter is that you can use those skills and talents to make money. The third house is your comfort zone. Everything associated with the third house is familiar, and therefore it's subjectively safe. The third house is local. It's always within reach, and because of that, you tend to take it for granted. The third house is also your habits and routines. These are familiar, unconscious behaviors that you create to automate parts of your life so you don't have to think about them. The fourth house is your foundation. Your foundation is the part of your life that has to be stable for you to be able to function. When something upsets your foundation, it disrupts your entire life. The fourth house is also your sanctuary. Your sanctuary is your personal space where you expect privacy and where you can be yourself. It's your ability to rest and to recharge your batteries. The fifth house is your creativity. It includes biological creativity like sex and children. It also includes all types of artistic expression and problem solving, but ultimately the fifth house has a lot to do with how you create your entire reality. The fifth house is also your recreation and risk. The fifth house is your idea of fun. It's where you see the game of life and how you play that game. It's also your tolerance for risk, when and where you're willing to take chances. The sixth house is your job. It's work you have to do and that you aren't recognized or appreciated for. It's your actual job and your workplace environment, including your relationship with your coworkers and your employees. The sixth house is also your sickness. The sixth house shows how you get pulled out of balance in your life, and that lack of balance is the root cause of any health challenge you experience. The seventh house is your partner and your adversary. Now, keep in mind it's not the actual individuals who play these roles in your life because other people don't live inside you. Your partner supports you and wants you to be happy. Your adversary also supports you, but your adversary supports you by creating challenges and lessons for you to learn. The seventh house is also other people. It shows how other people reflect your own issues back to you. The eighth house is your debt. The eighth house includes any obligation you have. Debt is not automatically financial. It includes both debt you owe to other people and debt other people owe to you. The eighth house is also your shared resources. The eighth house is a joint bank account. You're responsible for it, but you don't have exclusive control over it because other people have access to it. The eighth house is where you collaborate and pool your resources to accomplish your goals. The ninth house is your danger zone. It's everything that exists outside of your comfort zone. The ninth house is new, unknown, unfamiliar, and therefore it's always a little bit unsafe. The ninth house is also your beliefs. These are the ideas that shape your little r reality, and they're often connected to your experience of experts and authorities. The 10th house is your reputation. The 10th house is your personal brand, and it's also what the general public thinks of your brand. It's usually associated with your professional image, but the 10th house is also your social media presence. The 10th house is also your advancement. The 10th house relates to all types of promotion, honors, awards, and recognition, both social and professional. Basically, these are the tangible benefits that result from having a good reputation. The 11th house is your aspirations and acquisitions. The 11th house contains everything you think you need to go out and acquire so that you can be happy. It's your dreams, your goals, and your personal ambitions. The 11th house is also your benefactor. Benefactors are the best kinds of friends. Benefactors are friends with money, and they're willing to use that money to help you to realize your dreams and aspirations. The 12th house is the vehicle of your adversity. It's how you sabotage yourself and create obstacles, and it's how you create all sorrow and suffering in your life. The 12th house is also your blind spot. It's all of the things that you overlook until it's too late, so you never see them coming. It's how you create hidden enemies and how those hidden enemies get activated. This season on the Real Houses of Astrology, we'll explore each of the houses in turn, consider how the personal puzzle pieces of the house connect with the universal puzzle pieces of the planets, and show you how you can leverage that connection to improve that part of your life. Make sure you don't miss a single episode. Like this video and hit the subscribe button now. And remember to visit the Real Astrology Academy at therealastrology.com to set up your free membership account. At the Real Astrology Academy, you can explore your entire birth chart on your own with the Personal Practical Astrology program, or you can book a private consultation with me and I can explore your chart with you. And if you're interested in learning how to interpret charts yourself, you can watch a free 2-hour class on natal chart interpretation. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you next time on the Real Houses of Astrology.